Good morning to all. In the last class, we discussed about the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. That is, sum of 0 is equal to minus b by a and product of zeros is equal to c by a. Here is an example. Find the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Here we have a polynomial x square minus 3. First of all, we have to find out the zeros of this polynomial. So we take p of x is equal to x square minus 3. Next, this x square minus 3. I am going to find out the zeros. X square minus 3 can be written as x square minus root 3 the whole square. So, this is in the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So, x square minus root 3 the whole square can be written as x plus root 3 into x minus root 3. So, x plus root 3 into x minus root 3, that is equal to 0, which implies x plus root 3 equal to 0 or x minus root 3 equal to 0. We get the zeros. X is equal to minus root 3 or x is equal to plus root 3. We get the two zeros, that is minus root 3 and root 3. Now we take, this is alpha, first zero is taken as alpha and the second zero is taken as beta. So we have to write, alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta. Here alpha is minus root 3 and beta is plus root 3. Okay. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus root 3 plus root 3. That is 0. Alpha beta is equal to minus root 3 into root 3, that is minus 3. We get the sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to 0 and the product of the roots alpha beta is equal to minus 3. Then next we are going to use the relation. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. You know, minus b. B is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. Our polynomial is x square minus 3. Here the coefficient of x is 0. So, 0 by coefficient of x square is 1. 0 by 1 is, we get 0. Next, alpha beta. The product of 0 is c by a. You know, c is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. C, here c is equal to minus 3 and a is equal to 1. We get minus 3. Okay. So, here the sum of 0 is product of 0. Sum of 0 is 0, product of 0 is minus 3. And next is the relationship between relationship between zeros and coefficients. We get the same 0 and minus 3. This is the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. The next section is it clear? Okay, the next section is the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. All we know, the polynomial of degree 1, degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. So the cubic polynomial have 3 zeros. So we take alpha, beta and gamma are the 3 zeros of a cubic polynomial. Alpha, beta and gamma are the 3 zeros of this cubic polynomial. First of all, we take the sum. First is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. You know what is the general form of a cubic polynomial? Yes, the general form is ax square plus ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0 is the general form of a cubic polynomial. Here b is the coefficient of x square. B is the coefficient of x square. So we can write b is the coefficient of x square divided by a is the coefficient of x cube. That is minus b by a. Here there are 3 zeros. So the next is the sum of the product of zeros. That is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to c by a. Here c is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x cube. So we can write coefficient of x by the coefficient of x cube. And finally, alpha, beta, gamma, the product of the zeros. Alpha, beta, gamma. The product of zeros are alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus d by a. Minus d by a, that is d is the constant term. Minus of constant term by the coefficient of x cube. These are the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. That is the sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma. That is minus b by a. B is the coefficient of x square and a is the coefficient of x cube. Then next is sum of the product of their zeros. That is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. That is c by a. That is coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. And finally, the product of the 3 zeros alpha, beta, gamma is minus d by a is equal to d is the constant term. So we can write minus of constant term by coefficient of x cube. So the relationship is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to c by a. Alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. These are the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. Wind up this section. Thank you and have